There comes a moment in every life when the noise fades, when the distractions fall away, when the illusions you once believed in begin to crack under the weight of reality. A moment when everything feels like it's collapsing at once. When the path ahead disappears and the ground beneath you no longer feels solid. That moment, the one you fear the most, is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of who you are meant to become. Your darkest moment does not arrive to destroy you. It arrives to reveal you. Because when everything is taken away, your comfort, your certainty, your sense of control, what remains is the truth. No masks, no excuses, no pretending, just you, standing face to face with the person you've been avoiding. And in that confrontation, something powerful happens, something most people run from. You are given a choice. You can break, or you can be forged. Pain has a way of stripping life down to its rawest form. It forces you to see clearly. It removes the illusion that things will always be easy, that success will come without sacrifice, that strength is something you're born with instead of something you build. And in that pain, there is a lesson, one that cannot be learned any other way, because comfort never teaches you who you are. Struggle does. Think about it. Every time you've grown, every time you've evolved, every time you've stepped into a stronger version of yourself, it came from a place of pressure, a place where quitting would have been easier, a place where no one would have blamed you for giving up. But something inside you refused. Something inside you pushed forward, even when you had no reason to believe it would get better. That something is who you really are. But here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Your darkest moment is not just a test. It is a demand for change, a demand for growth. A demand that you let go of the version of yourself that can no longer survive in the life you're meant to live. And that's why it hurts. Because growth is not comfortable. Transformation is not gentle. It doesn't ask politely. It forces you to confront your fears, your weaknesses, your doubts. It drags you into the fire and asks one question. Are you willing to become more than you are right now? Most people hesitate. Most people look at the pain and decide it's too much. They retreat, they shrink, they settle for less because it feels safer than stepping into the unknown. But you're still here, and that means something. It means that despite everything you've been through, despite every setback, every failure, every moment that tried to break you, you're still standing. Maybe not at your strongest, maybe not at your best, but you're here. And that is proof that there is something inside you that refuses to die. That is your power. Your darkest moment is not a signal to stop. It is a signal to rise, because when you are at your lowest, you are also at your most dangerous, not to others, but to the limitations that have held you back your entire life. You have nothing left to lose, no illusions left to protect, no expectations left to meet. And in that space, you are free. Free to rebuild, free to redefine, free to become. But understand this, no one is coming to save you. There's no shortcut through this, no easy way around the struggle, no external force that will suddenly make everything better. The only way forward is through the pain, through the doubt, through the nights where you question everything and the mornings where getting out of bed feels like a battle. And every step you take through that darkness builds something unbreakable, discipline. Not the kind that feels good in the moment, but the kind that carries you when motivation disappears. The kind that forces you to act when every part of you wants to stop. The kind that turns small, consistent actions into unstoppable momentum. Because motivation fades, emotion fades. But discipline stays. And it is in your darkest moment that discipline is born. Not because you want it, but because you need it. You begin to realize that no one is going to fight your battles for you. No one is going to build your future for you. If you want something different, you have to become someone different. And that transformation starts with what you do right now, in this moment, when no one is watching. Especially when no one is watching. Because that is where your character is built. That is where your future is decided. In the quiet, in the struggle, in the moments where it would be so easy to quit. But you don't. You take one more step, then another, and slowly, something begins to change. Not around you, but within you. The same obstacles that once felt impossible start to feel manageable. The same fears that once controlled you begin to lose their grip. The same doubts that once echoed in your mind start to fade into the background. Because you are no longer the same person who entered that darkness. You are stronger, sharper, more focused. You've been through the fire, and you didn't burn. You adapted, you endured, you evolved. And now, you carry something most people will never understand. Resilience. The kind that cannot be taught, the kind that cannot be faked, the kind that is earned through struggle, through pain, through moments that test every part of who you are. And once you have it, nothing can take it away from you. So don't curse your darkest moment. Don't run from it. Don't hide from it. Don't wish it never happened. Because one day, you will look back and realize it was the moment that changed everything. The moment that forced you to grow. The moment that revealed your strength. The moment that turned your pain into purpose. It was the moment you stopped waiting and started becoming. And when that realization hits, when you truly understand what you've been through and who you've become, there will be no fear left, no doubt left, no hesitation left, only clarity, only purpose, only power. So stand up, right here, right now. Not when things get easier, not when you feel ready, not when the fear disappears. Stand up in the middle of the storm, in the middle of the uncertainty, in the middle of the struggle, and decide. Decide that this moment will not break you. Decide that this pain will not define you. Decide that this darkness will be the place where you rise. Because it will. If you let it. If you face it. If you fight through it. Your darkest moment is not your weakness. It is your turning point. And what you do next will define everything.